Governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, says the state is favorably disposed to implementing the national minimum wage of 70,000 naira to the Imo State workforce. Governor Uzodinma said this shortly after meeting with the organized labor in the state on the modalities of implementing the minimum wage. According to the governor, workers in the state should exercise a little more patience as they will begin to receive a new pay in the next 1 or 2 months.
As we pay more, we need a better service and the quality service for the people of Imo State. Let us join hands and deliver democratic dividends to our people. Given the current cost of living and situation of things in the world, I think there is a need to create better incentives and stimulate the economy. It is as a result of that we have considered in our own caucus that the new national minimum wage should be implemented in Imo State. We are really challenged because of limited resources at our disposal. But otherwise, anything for the workers, I'm favorably disposed to doing it.
In fact, before now, His Excellency have shown willingness that is ready and willing to make sure that the minimum wage is implemented here in Imo State. So we have a meeting, like His Excellency have just said, in less than 1 or 2, 3 cities. For those who have set up their committee, I want to tell you, we are going to fast track them and then we'll start implementing before they finish their committee assignment. So be rest assured that Imo State workers will enjoy the minimum wage in Imo State.
No, Captain, no. You know why? 70,000 naira minimum wage cannot buy a bag of rice. The civil servants in Imo, you will ask yourself, how many family members do they have individually? A civil servant that is receiving at least, let's say, 40,000 is additionally, they increase it to 70,000 naira. Could it be that when rice was like sold at, let's say, 7,000-8,000, you will actually come out with the fact that that family is made at least before the end of the month, before the successive salary comes. The civil servant must have paid school fees of her children, then and receive the successive salary to sustain his family for the next month. They find out that that salary is too meager. It's a very small salary. It's too lean. It can't take a family up to 2 weeks. As I'm talking to you now, we are in Lagos State. You know, Lagos is where you have the cheapest food items because it was once a capital state. You know, everything virtually essential commodities are very cheaper in Lagos State than any other part of the federation. And if you think about 70,000 naira, 70,000 naira is too small. No, it is too small. Had it been, Uzodinma has increased it up to 140,000. That is when civil servants in Imo can leverage on that kind of amount and survive by it in a month. It is too small, very meager, very small. You can't buy a bag of rice. You can't buy a bag of gari or beans. A bag of beans now is getting to 90,000. No, not getting to, it's up to that. There are some species of beans you can buy with at least 120,000 naira, depending on the species. I don't know what I understand. Same thing with rice. It can't sustain a family of 4. It can't sustain a family of 3. In Lagos State, where things are cheaper, you find out that to buy ingredients to make a pot of soup now, you are spending like 12, 13, 15,000 naira. That is when you are well to do a bit. But a family that is well to do, okay, to make a pot of soup now is above 20,000 naira in Lagos State. So let us see where this stringent policy under this administration is at least leading Nigerians into hellfire. 70,000 naira is not enough for Imo civil servants. But Uzodinma, I think, could have done more. He would have bring it up high a bit. 70,000 naira, is that for beer or is that for gas? Are you talking about utility bill? Do you know how much a unit of, let me say, card, use utility bill, maybe you want to buy 10 units. You know how much you spend? Electricity bill is eating the whole civil servant salary up. 70,000 naira. Is it going to be for gas? Is it going to be for utility bills? Man, these civil servants are in hellfire and they're not protesting because they are the ones that are leading these politicians into siphoning money that belongs to the public. Every state of the federation civil servants are suffering and they're not helping matters because they sit down in their offices using biro, aligning with politicians to do what? Spend public funds. The politicians give them their own commission and pay the rest or transfer the rest into their personal account. So to me, I'm pitying them. To me again, I turn my back on them because they are part of the problem. They are the part of the constitution of their problem. I'm telling you, these civil servants across the states are the ones that are teaching the new politicians how to fish. Fishing out what? Public fund. They are doing it. Conniving with the politicians to steal public fund that is meant for the states. Who led the politicians into the state treasury bill? Treasury. It is the civil servants. Without the civil servants, a moronic local government chairman that is just being elected 2 days ago doesn't know how to steal money. It is the civil servants he met in the office. When they meet them in the office, they connive with them and steal money. So what is going on is that they are the one that cause their problem by themselves. If Uzodinma is paying them 70,000, they should take it. We shouldn't be here dying, lamenting for the salary of Imo civil servants when they are the one colluding with Uzodinma to what? To siphon away public funds in Imo State into their various external bank accounts in Europe, America, and so on and so forth. So that 70,000 is enough for them. They should manage it because they are the one that caused it. Yes.
But do you think that they have the right to come out and protest?
As civil servants, if they down too, actually the whole state structures are decimated if they down too, in connivance with labor. If labor connive with state structures and state structures connive with the federal structures, or even federal structures if connived with labor, every structures in the country called Nigeria will be down too. No movement, no transaction, no work, and that is going to be the best way to address the issue of stringent policies that don't help Nigerians.
Okay, and but we recently we've seen the killings in Imo State, and do you think it should at least increase, just like you said? Do you think that increasing that money now will finally buy the people to incite?
No. 70,000 naira is not enough for Igbo man to support bad thing. You know what I mean? 70,000 naira minimum wage cannot at least help a family of 5 for 1 week. If you look at the amount you can spend on buying garri, that will lead a family of 5 up to 7 days. You will find out that 335 eco pence. Then to make soup, you will buy oil. Then to cook a pot of rice, you will buy gas. I don't know what understand. If you put it down, calculate it, total it, it is almost 60,000 naira. And you are having 30 days. 30 working days is how many number of days in a week? You have 28 days. I think so. 28. How do you think it can work? It can take a family of 5 up to 30 days to utilize, spend the whole 70,000. No money again, no salary. I don't think that Uzodinma is going to use that to buy Imo people. The money is too small. If he ever thinks that, it means Uzodinma is an incurable disease. Someone that has turned his back against his community, Omuma. The whole youths are dying, insecurity everywhere. He has his hitmen, he has his security outfit that are killing innocent people in Imo State. See, let me tell you, Uzodinma is not getting it right. And by me paying 70,000, is delving into more mistakes because it can never help matters. 70,000 naira minimum wage is too small for Imo people.
Money. They were living before what they call the minimum wage or increasement of any salary. People there were alive, but they were dying even when they have money in their pocket because of insecurity. So, killing, insecurity. Our youth that have died, That one is still in our heart. It's not a matter of money. Justice is what we want, not money. We can make it by ourselves, money. So excuse us with the money and all those ones that are talking about. It doesn't solve the problem of Igbo State.
Okay, good morning. Okay, we've seen Uzodinma, as plan to increase or go with the line with federal government as regards making a minimum wage 70,000 naira. He said anytime from November, I think they will implement it. And also the Labour Congress in Imo State, they already aligned with him. But do you think this this amount proposing to the indigenous of Imo State, do you think they'll be happy even with as regards security that is happening in Imo State? Do you think with this will reduce the temper in Imo State?
Okay, there is no rule without exception. Some people can be happy and some other people may not be happy. But for me, it's like if you kill my father and my mother, and after killing them, you say, I'm going to, after slaughtering your mother and your father, I will give you heaven and earth. Nothing can replace my mother and my father. It's as like our brother, Nnamdi Kanu, is suffering since how many years on today? And you say, as he's suffering, I will give you heaven and earth, but let him continue to suffer. I can be happy. And some people say that Igbo people love money. I don't too much believe that. Igbo people love money. Because if you see people who love money, don't spend the money like that. I simply see that Igbo man is somebody who want to live and who want to enjoy, they want to enjoy themselves when they have money. And they want to live like a human being. It's not a matter of loving money. So if you go to Imo State, I will tell you the truth, Imo State are not too much lovers of money. I'm telling you, even when people are killing their mother and their father to make money, if you go to Imo State, in many places in Imo State, I'm telling you, it is not too much like that. Everybody loves money, it's true. But in Imo State, like during my father's time, if you come with billions in the village, when they want to bless you, they will say this money, if this money comes from a good way, let this money continue to flow. But if it comes from any, mysterious way, any wrong way, yes, illegal, if it is illegal money, our hand is not there. It means it's not too much matter of money in Imo State. And if you read the Bible will tell you, in the beginning, God, the beginning of anything, the beginning matters a lot. You know, what is troubling our nation today, Nigeria today, is they don't trace history of people. They don't verify. Where does this person come from? How was this person living even before coming into politics or into leadership? Had it been they do verify all those things, they will know whom to choose as a leader. Before anything, the Uzodinma, as they call him, can do. Before anything, what is the beginning of everything? He is there as governor today. Was he legally voted there? Was he legally? Did the Imo State choose him? Did the majority of people choose him as their governor? I think he was the fourth person during that election. And the person who was elected, the person that Imo State choose as their governor was Ihedioha. And suddenly, Ihedioha was removed, replaced by this man they call Uzodinma. And ever since he has been there, majority of Imo, majority, if you conduct any normal election today, you will never win any election. Because during his tenure, our people have died. Our people, if you know the number of youth that have been killed in Imo State, there's no amount of money that can replace them. No amount of money. It's don't behave. I will tell anybody in Imo State, don't behave like in Nigeria. You see, in Nigeria, they keep us hungry. We are hungry everywhere. Nigerians are crying. The tank you can fill with 8,000 naira petrol before. Now you can fill it with 40-something thousand naira. Hey, that with 40-something thousand naira, the tank will not even be full. Food items, everything is just increasing in the market. Nigerians are suffering for hunger. Then after putting them in that situation, after torturing them, turning, pushing everybody into poverty and misery, now you turn them to beggars. Any amount of money you show to them, everybody will be running after you. No, I don't think it should be so. We still, until today, call for justice in Imo State. The problem is not money. No amount of money can replace the people, the youth that died in Imo State. No amount of money can replace it. No amount of money. Igbos that have been killed in Imo State, no amount of money can replace it at all. Like as I told you, you cannot kill my mother and my father and be giving me money. You cannot destroy the whole family as it has been done in Imo State. And then you bring money. What do they call it? Minimum wage, this and that. Even the minimum wage they are talking about. If they are giving you 80,000 naira today in Nigeria every month, tell me what 80,000 naira can do for you. If they give you 150,000, money naira has no value again. I don't think there is any amount of money that the person you are talking about. You say who is that? You are talking about who? Yeah, you mentioned his name. Those are them. No amount of money he can give to the people of Imo State that can solve the sufferings and pains of Imo people. Mothers died in Imo State because of the death of their children. Fathers died because of the suffering of the death of their children. And until today, many people are turned to slaves. In Imo people are not happy. They are not happy at all. You can't pay them. Nothing you can give them that can solve their sorrow and pain. So, what will I say? Maybe the only thing can please them is if justice is done. If every leader that Imo did not choose in leadership resign gently and say, we are not the choice of people, we are resigning, they will mark history. They will be considered as Jonathan is considered in Nigeria till today. Because Jonathan said, instead of blood of any Nigeria, instead of blood of Nigerians will run because of his selfish ambition, he preferred give up. So blood has run. and the blood are still flowing in Imo State. Imo State people are still dying. No freedom. They are suffering. They are caged and depressed. Money can't do them anything. It's like when we were talking about slavery in America. Slaves had a house of their own. Slaves had the money. But the problem is that they were not free. All their possession belonged to the master. Imo State want freedom. They want their land. They want to answer their father's name. Money cannot solve the problem. What can solve the problem is justice. If all the leaders that are not chosen by the people, legally by the people, can resign, that one will please Imo State. It's not a matter of money. They were living before what they call the minimum wage or increasement of any salary. People there were alive, but they were dying even when they have money in their pocket because of insecurity. So, killing, insecurity. Our youth that have died, that one is still in our heart. It's not a matter of money. Justice is what we want, not money. We can make it by ourselves, money. So excuse us with the money and all those ones that are talking about. It doesn't solve the problem of Imo State.